Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we are talking about My Hero Academia today. As you see, we have My Hero Academia spoilers right here. This entire video is going to be spoilers for the manga, the most recent chapters apparently. So if you have not read it, avoid this, please. And if you're only watching the anime, you might want to avoid this. But if you don't care about spoilers, stay right here, because we're going to be talking about queer baiting in media. So, recently, I'm going to give everyone like 10 seconds to leave. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You should be gone by now. You can't get angry at me anymore. So, My Hero Academia is arguably the most popular shonen manga going on right now. Personally, not a big fan of shonen. I'm more of a shoujo kind of person. I prefer the media. Princess Jellyfish, very good. Okay? But recently, a major character in My Hero Academia seems to have kicked the bucket. We are talking about Himiko Toga. She's one of the villains of the series. I used to watch the show. I know of her. And she recently kicked the bucket. I believe what had happened was she got stabbed, or someone else got stabbed. And we had this very interesting scene where Toga is talking to Uraraka. And they're floating in the air due to Uraraka's quirk. And it looked very gay. So we have this line here. Or basically, Toga asks Uraraka right here, if she thought her smile was cute. And Uraraka, also a lady character, says, the cutest in the whole world. And look, let me tell you, this set Twitter ablaze, okay? This was like it was trending, okay? Like, when I say Twitter got lit on fire, I mean it was it was big, it was massive, it was like fucking Todoroki it was like Endeavor came in and fucking sat his big ass fucking deep penis on the fucking table and fucking pissed out fire. I'm sorry for putting that visual in your head, but basically, this was massive, okay? This was massive. And there were about 3 camps here. People not happy about this, and saying, obviously in the cultural context of Japan, these kinds of queer relationships really don't happen. Like, yeah, those people, the Japan experts as I like to call them. Then you had the people who were really excited about this and were like, holy shit, actual, good queer rep in My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia has had queer rep before. Probably not the best from what I've heard, from my friends who do watch the series, not the best. So people thought that this was actual good queer rep. And then you had people here who were like, wait for the other shoe to drop. And I was kind of one of those wait for the other shoe to drop people. And the other shoe dropped. So we see here, this is manga, of course. I'm grateful, Ochako-chan. You made me so happy. You read it right to left because it's manga. Thank you so much. I drank people's blood out of love and envy, wanting to fully become them. Her ability is that she drinks people's blood and she can shapeshift into them. Then they call each other's names. But what if I had found love sooner? A love that would make me want to give my own blood instead of just drinking others. If that were to happen, then maybe this world could have been a little easier to live in. And, but still, she says her name, and I lived exactly how I wanted to. I was just a normal girl with the cutest smile in the whole world. And then she fucking dies. So, what do you mean clip time? So, wait, are the Endeavor joke? Come on. Okay. So immediately this went from potentially being massively good, queer rep in the most popular shonen series, I believe, currently on. If it's not the most popular, it's definitely top 5. I think One Piece might be beating it out, or Dragon Ball, if one of the two. But like the most popular right now, I'm pretty sure, is My Hero Academia from Shonen Jump, is the most popular shonen manga series currently ongoing. If not the most popular in general currently ongoing. I don't know that data though. But it's really big, and a lot of people were really excited about this, especially since this was a ship that's been going on for a while. And what we see here is a situation where, like, we get one of two things. Either A, this was just queerbait, which is bad. Or B, Toga did actually like Ochako. And after that was confirmed with the whole, like, if I had found love sooner line, after that happened, she just immediately kicked it. Which is like, look, the turnaround was sensational to watch. It was like a roller coaster. Like, you're climbing up, you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, and then it's just like, okay, maybe it's actually gonna happen, and then you get to the top, and then you go down, and I lived exactly how I wanted to. She's dead. It's like a roller, like it's insane. Okay, and this speaks to a wider issue in this medium, okay? Blood transfusion, she's not done. Look, the fact of the matter is, this is bad. As a trope, if this was intended by Horikoshi to be actual confirmation that Toga was, queer and liked Ochako, to immediately go from that to bury your gaze is some bullshit. Yeah, bury your gaze so fast there's no time to dig your grave. Exactly. And this is an issue that has been happening in media for a very long time, where a character will be revealed to be gay, and then they're dead. Like, immediately. It's like, hey, you got your representation for like a second, but you still have a headstone to visit. That's technically it's fucked. And ultimately, looking at this with a series like My Hero Academia, it does two things. It's disappointing, but also it's kind of promising. Yeah, I want to look at this from a positive standpoint. Because look at, like, media in the West. 20 years ago, bury your gaze was a massive trope. 20 years later, we're seeing openly queer characters in media all the time. Shows are centered around openly queer characters. And Japan and Japanese media for a long time has kind of had like a tenuous, like, hot, cold, yes, no, kind of like feeling when it comes to having openly queer characters in media that the US didn't have. My phone wallpaper is actually from Stapi Barakun, which is a show that has, show and manga that has an openly trans character in it. Japan has always been kind of weird about this, but I find it interesting that it seems like we are now moving towards the most popular series can do this kind of thing And even if it may not necessarily be good, it could point to a lot of social progress in the country when it comes to these people's rights. Especially since, very recently, the Japanese parliament, members of it, tried to go through and, change the little bit of the fucking constitution. It unfortunately failed, but they tried to go through and see what they could do about, the little bit of the constitution that kind of fucks over the chances of legalizing gay marriage in the country. Basically, what I'm saying is this. Was this good? No. This is bad. This was bad. This was disappointing for, a lot of people. Yeah. But, Sour Spark says in chat, you can join, by the way. Link in the description so that, when I go live to the Discord, I always announce there. Then you can be in chat, and I always read it. But, what this also means is that we might be progressing. And that's always good. With that being said, if you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. Like I said earlier, join the Discord so that you know when I go live, I always announce there. Follow me on Twitter if you want to yell at me about my horrible takes and that horrible Endeavor joke. And I love you all. See you in the next video. Peace. Gotta hit the stop recording button.